Welcome back, guys, to Tatum Talks podcast show, guys. We want to this is going to be an action-packed show again for y'all. We want to talk about the NIL, all right, and what is NIL? Because I keep hearing this term all the time: name, image, and likeness. We're going to talk about what is NIL. We're going to talk about how to get stars, and we're going to talk about how to get rankings and what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so first let's go over NIL, man. Let's go name, image, and likeness, y'all. So this is a big topic because everybody thinks that everybody get in the bag. Everybody thinks that if you transfer, you automatically gonna get a bag. Now, let me give you all, there's exceptions to the rule. So if your son's a quarterback, it's different rules for the quarterback, all right? But everybody is not getting money when they're transferring to these schools, all right? Name, image, and likeness. Now, you can make money on your name, image, and likeness, but everybody is not making money. All right. I'm gonna say it again. Everybody is not making money on the NIL. Now, when you see these big numbers, okay, there's certain tiers of what a DB is gonna get, a star linebacker. Now, but you gotta be the best of the best. Like, if you want to get an NIL deal, you gotta be a top 100 player in the country. So think about all the thousands and thousands of kids. They're not getting money for NIL, okay? Now, what you have to do, though, you have to have your image looks clean on social media. You have to have a good social media following, and that helps boost your NIL, all right? But you have to go into situations, and what turns colleges off is the first thing you do, the first time you meet a college, is you're talking about money. All right. We understand it's a business, but you gotta. It's kind of like when you going to date a girl, you gotta ease into the situation, and it's the same thing like with the colleges. You can't come out and just say, "Hey, I need this money." You gotta talk to them, get to know them, know who is who, understand who is the money guy, because there's certain coaches who don't talk about the NIL. There's certain coaches they have just assigned just to talk about NIL. So your first conversation, you got to understand who that person is and understand, is this school a school to offer NIL? All right. Now there's a school, I went on a visit to SMU, all right? And y'all got to think about this, y'all. Think about this. So SMU said every single student there gets $40,000 per year. Every single student that's on the football team, that's on scholarship, gets $40,000 per year just for being on the roster. So if I am a college student and I got offers and SMU is going to offer me, I'm like, okay, I'm guaranteed if I'm there for 5 years and I graduate from there, I'll have a degree in 3, a master's in 5, and I'll have $200,000. So I'm thinking redshirt me. All right. But y'all ain't see, like, I'm thinking redshirt me because if I'm not going to start, I need the redshirt because I want to be able to maximize this 200 grand I'm about to get. All right. So, like, a lot of times, though, a lot of people, they're thinking so short term. I'm thinking long term. Think 40 years. Think about this. Whatever school you're going to graduate from, you're going to graduate from that school, and that community is going to ingratiate you, and they're going to help you. So schools like a SMU, if I'm getting $40,000 per year, I'm going to go there. I'm going to be the best student. I'm going to graduate in 3 years. I'm going to take care of my business. I'm going to meet the alumni, and I'm going to up my NIL because I'm going to have a good image. But a lot of you guys on social media, a lot of students have bad image. Like listen, y'all, on social media, if you're retweeting or sharing or liking derogatory or crazy stuff, that is a mistake. Guys, I'm all into politics. Like I like blue, red. I like both. Okay, I don't take a stand. But certain things I don't talk about on my social media platform. Certain things I don't endorse on my platform. Like even if so, like I got kids right now in my program and kids that I see, and y'all kids, stop putting cussing music on your highlight films on social media. Like, that's part of your NIL, name, image, and likeness. They have somebody at every school Their whole job is to go on social media and just look at social media profiles and see and finding ways not to recruit students. Do not be on that list. Like, understand this, when I'm posting on social media, if a brand sees my social media account, can they sponsor me? Would they want to make me the ambassador of their brand? That's how I think. So like you young men posting pictures with a bunch of money, with a red cup in your hand, and then you try to say, well, just a red cup. No, man, what goes in the red cup? Right? Like think about this, man. This is affecting your name, image, and your likeness. This is affecting you. So that's why you got to make sure you keep everything clean. Stay out of trouble, do things in the community. Just so when that time comes, when they look at your social media profile, when they talk about you, everything is clean. Okay. But again, everybody is not going to get paid NIL. So just understand, you got to make yourself the best player possible by continue to work hard. And I know that's kind of a cliche, but a lot of people work, but they're not working super hard. Like, okay, if I ask your high school or your college or your middle school coach, is this kid the hardest worker in his position group? If he don't say yes, then you're not working hard enough. This all goes into your name, image, and likeness. All right. But in your social media profiles, students, parents, make sure your son's profile name is his first and last name, y'all. Like, don't have his name Shotgun Shouty, or some crazy name, or some images with him with his middle finger up. Like, guys, we gotta understand that name, image, and likeness is gonna allow you to pursue different deals from different people from that university. You can be at a smaller school and still make money on NIL because remember, every school has millionaires. Every school has somebody that made $100 million. Every school has businesses that will sponsor a student if his NIL looks good, guys. I'm telling y'all. So again, go into this with the mindset of, I'm going to be the best player possible. And then once I do that, make sure my social media profile looks perfect. First name, last name, school I'm at, my GPA, and images that fit me, because perception is reality. Perception is reality. I get it. People say, well, it's just social media. That's not him. No, it is him. Whatever you tweet or you put out on social media is you. All right, guys. Hey, this segment's brought to you by... Cool. And we're back with the next segment, man. We want to talk about, what do stars mean? All right, because I hear this all the time. Players call me and they be like, well, Derek, man, how do I get stars, man? How do I get ranking? How do I get exposure? So let's break this down for you just so everybody understands, what do stars mean? Nothing. Okay? Stars don't mean nothing, y'all. They don't mean anything. No, actually they do. They do. Stars mean a little something because it actually helps with your rankings. It helps with colleges identifying you. So they mean something until you get to college. What stars will do is it'll give you more opportunity. So let me just tell y'all. So let's go break it down. So these college sites, they all have their star ranking system. So a 5-star, so a 5-star, there probably only would be between 30 to 45 stars per year for any given class. Some have a little bit more, some have a little bit less. A 5-star is considered a first-round draft pick. He's considered, he has ideal size, ideal speed, ideal weight, ideal athleticism, and he will be an immediate impact player as a freshman. He'll be a 3-and-done player. Okay, that's a 5-star. That's considered a 5-star. A 4-star player is considered, is almost like a 5-star, but not quite. And he is an impact player, should be a starter by his sophomore year. And he's considered a day 2 pick, meaning 2nd, 3rd, 4th round draft pick. A 3-star is the beginning of what I call a Power 5 player. A Power 4 now. Power 5, Power 4, whatever you want to call it. These are the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Ohio States, the USCs, the big time schools with all the money. That's a Power 5 player. That's 3-star. So a 3-star is a person that's considered a Power 5 player. He should come to school He probably a redshirt his first year. Should be a contributor by his junior year. Should be a starter and possibly can develop to be a draft pick. Okay. A 2-star is really like the beginning of the ranking system. A 2-star is considered like a mid-major player, a HBCU type of player. That's a 2-star. That's like the beginning of a like college recruit. Okay, so that's the scale on stars. Now, here's the issue. A lot of people, they go into college and they really believe those stars matter. Now, what it will do is you being a 5-star, in their head, it'll give you more chances. I will say that. You come in and you a 5-star, you a top recruit, they're gonna give you more chances because they say this kid potential was through the roof. So you're gonna get more chances. But here's what I'm saying in college. So these high recruits, especially in Georgia area, and I live in Atlanta area, we're the most recruited area in the country, us in South Florida. But it's also the most over-recruited area too. So what happens is, so I'm number one in Georgia. I'm the number one receiver, number one DB in Georgia, and I believe the hype because I'm number one. I'm ranked 4-star. I'm a 5-star. Now, there's kids from other towns, smaller areas, that he could be a 3-star. He could be just as good as me or better than me, but his parents didn't have the money to go to camps, or he didn't have the people behind him to get him the exposure. You know, me living in Georgia, like Georgia is a great melting pot because it's great coaching. And think about it, you got all these top youth teams that are traveling nationwide. They're getting national exposure. Then middle school, you got all these different all-star games here and all the media here. So they're getting more hype there. And then in high school, we got nationally ranked teams and teams that are always on TV. So a kid can get overhyped in Georgia. All right. So what happens is I'm number one. I'm a 4-star. And I go to college and I'm like, hold on. Everybody here just as good as me. Now, I ain't telling my parents that. I ain't telling them. But so I'm not playing. And the outside media like, well, why Derek Tatum ain't playing? Well, Derek Tatum ain't playing because he ain't better than a 3-star from that small town from Alabama or that small town in Ohio. Okay? Or this Detroit kid named Sauce Gardner. Like guys, so Sauce Gardner wanted to go to Michigan State. He wanted to go to Michigan. He's from Detroit. All right. End up going to UC. He was a receiver, y'all. But Cincinnati saw a vision and put him at cornerback. Now, when he could have played at Michigan State, we don't know. But guess what? Him being a 3-star, he's in Cincinnati. He was there. He developed there. And then they knew by the time he was a sophomore, he could be a starter. Started, and now he's one of the top corners in the NFL. So it's not where you start, it's where you end up finishing at. But again, imagine you a 5-star. You a 5-star guy. You a 5-star. You go in UC. You a 5-star from Georgia, from Florida, from California, from Texas. You had all the best training, all the best hype, all the travel. And then you pull up to UC and Sauce Gardner in the locker room. Sauce Gardner in the locker room with 6'3", long, athletic dog. And he better than you. He better than you. So on the outside looking in, everybody gonna say, well, why Tatum ain't playing? Why this? Well, Tatum ain't playing because it's a dog that was a 3-star that's better than him. That's what it is. Guys, coaches want to play the best player. So understand this. Your rankings, your stars, it's gonna help you get there, but it won't help you in that locker room. You got to really be a dog. Hey, guys, this segment's brought to you by... Welcome back, man. Tatum Talks, man. This is a juicy show, guys. I want to get back and talk about how to survive in college, y'all. Guys, you want to take notes on this, right? This whole segment, you want to take notes on these stars. You want to take notes on the NIL and take notes on how to survive in college. Now, first things first, all right? This is how you survive in college. When you get to college, you got to come in, one, confident, okay, but not cocky. Humble, but not meek, okay? I'm humble, I'm confident, but I ain't cocky and I'm not soft, okay? 2, 3, you want to be a locker room guy, all right? What I mean is you want to be cool with people, but not cool with everybody. Like, there's going to be people in your locker room that's not going to like you because you are a good-looking guy. Not going to like you because the girls like him. Not going to like you because you come from a two-parent home. Not going to like you because the coach likes you. Not going to like you because you come from Georgia or you come from Florida and he believes you overrated. Not going to like you because he believes you came in with too much hype. So just understand, this is the natural dynamic of it. Like, everybody want to be kumbaya and love. No. There's going to be people in your locker room that you're not going to rock with, like, just for real. All right? And you can't let that bother you, though. You cannot. You got to stay locked in and say, all right, I'm cool with everybody, and I'm going to make friends with people that are inviting, and understand that I'm not going to be cool with certain guys. And I'm fine with that. All right. What you can't be is a person trying to please everybody. All right. Or a pushover. All right. So now, this is a rule that I'm telling you, you want to listen to this rule right here and take this to heart. You cannot be best friends with somebody that plays your same position. Again, you cannot be best friends with somebody that plays your same position. Let me tell you why. Think about it. You coming in here, I'm a cornerback, you're a corner, we hang out, we cool, and we best friends. Now, mind me, we're fighting for the same position. We are fighting for the same position. So, do I really want him to do good? Like, this the part, man, about football nobody want to talk about. Think about it. Do I really want this guy that's in my class or in my same position, do I really want him to do good? Like on the sidelines, you're secretly rooting against this guy. So that's a messed up feeling, guys. And we don't talk about this, but I'm bringing it to everybody so you can understand this, man. This is my friend. I like him. We hang together. We eat together. I borrow his car. But I don't want him to be successful because I want to play. I want to start. I want to play. So I don't want him to be successful. So that's a crazy thing, y'all. That's a crazy same thing to say. But it's just the truth. It's the truth, man. I'll never forget, man. So listen, I'm in college, man, and it was my freshman year, and I wasn't playing. And there was a guy that been there his junior year, and he was good, but you gotta understand, we had Dennis, who was a third-round draft pick, led SEC in sacks and tackles for loss. The other DN was Chris. He played in the league about 3 or 4 years. Played arena ball like 5 years. And then we had Sweet Pea, was drafted in the 3rd round. So the other guy, the 4th guy, wasn't getting much playing time. Oh, and we had Anwar Stewart, who ended up playing at in Canada, Defensive Player of the Year. Played there like 12 years. He played there multiple times, was the best. So we had some dogs. Now, the guy that wasn't playing much, he was a good player. He told me something that I'll never forget. He was like, man, college really make you a bad person. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, because truthfully, I mean, you can be cool with guys, but you really waiting for somebody to get hurt or mess up so you can play. And I thought about it. I'm like, that's crazy to think about that, though. Like, this guy was really waiting for somebody to get hurt or mess up for him to play. That's a crazy mindset. Now, mind me, that wasn't my mindset. All right. But people think like that. They're waiting for you to mess up or get hurt so they can play. So that's why I said you can't be best friends with somebody that play the same position as you play, because you guys can't be truly happy for each other. You can be, but think about it. If you're almost as good as this guy and he's starting and he's playing and you're not playing and y'all best friends, that's a crazy dynamic. So I was always friends with guys, and again, I was friends with guys that they were my position, but I was always friends with guys that play other positions. All right. And I'm telling you that right now, guys, think about that. Like you have to go in there consciously thinking about that. You want to be friends or close. I ain't saying you can be friends with a lot of people, but you want to be close with somebody that plays another position. All right. Because I'm telling you, that's a hard emotional roller coaster of being best friends with somebody that play the same position. All right. Next thing, guys, you gotta be on time to your workouts and on time to class. You gotta be. You gotta work hard in the weight room. Like, And again, that's a cliche, man, but you have to work hard. Like, I never forget, and you can ask anybody to know me. I literally would work as hard as I could during workouts, all right? And I would wait and I would work extra when somebody's doing something extra. And I would wait till everybody leave and work 20 minutes more just so I can say I'm the hardest worker today. And I would do that all the time. Because there's no other way. There's only one way. Like, some of y'all think, now there's some guys that are just freaks. There are some Randy Mosses out here, some Calvin Johnsons out here, where they're just athletic freaks. Jalen Ramsey's, where guys who you just like, man, that kid just got it. Okay? But those guys work hard too. All right? So you got to understand, if you want to survive, you got to be a locker room guy. You got to be cool with people and understand you can't be best friends with somebody that is your same position. But also, you got to outwork everybody. Outwork everybody. And then you got to do something, like you got to give back. Like, a lot of football players are takers. You say, well, what do you mean? Well, guess what? Think about it. What do many football players do for other people? Think about it. What do they do? Everybody praise them, tell them how good they are, how good looking they are. They getting free food. They don't got to wait in lines in places. So you don't give back. Guys, you got to give back. Like that's how I've been so blessed and my business has grown. It's because I'm here to serve people. I'm here to give back. Like, somebody told me, Derek, if you give people what they want, God is going to give you what you want. And that's what I do. Consistent. I always help. I always say, and this is a rule I live by, and I think everybody should live by this rule right here. Any relationship that I have with anybody that I meet, I'm going to give you more than what you give me. Because I know if I give you more than what you give me, then God's going to bless me, and then now I'm making the world a better place. So think about that. If everybody you met said, I'm going to give you more than what you give me, then everybody would give more, and then people wouldn't be so at odds with each other because they'll be trying to serve each other. And that's what I do. I try to serve people, guys. These are the steps that you want to do to survive in college, man. Okay? When you volunteer, when I say volunteer, I mean go meet some alumni, meet some people, some donors, and go volunteer. Volunteer your time. Don't just be a taker, be a giver. Guys, that is it, man. This is the Tatum Talks podcast, man. This is a great show, guys. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe here, guys. We're on Instagram at Elite Talent Football. We also a website, elitetalentfootball.com. Make sure you subscribe to the site and share this video. Share this video with your friends, guys, if you like it. Let's go.